Wedding videos for as low as 100,000 naira? Gusto got you covered. Call 080-613-44639 or 080-644-06274. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello guys, welcome to another session of Gusto Reaction on Gusto TV Africa. My name is Emma, and in the house with me I have WIZKID.
Hello guys.
You're looking very tired anyway.
I'm looking tired.
Yeah.
Me or you?
You.
Not me.
Alright guys, so before going on to what we have for today, I want to say a very big thank you to all of you. You are amazing subscribers. We see all you do and we really do appreciate you. And yes, if you're coming across this channel for the very first time, please do not forget to subscribe, and also do not forget to click on the post notification bell so as to know when we drop new content and new videos for you. All right guys, moving on to what we have for today. We have WIZKID Machala. Yes, WIZKID Machala. And we also have the guy that is signed to his record label, Terri. So there's been a whole lot of things flying, there's been a whole lot of back and forth about WIZKID not wanting to push Terri as much as he was pushed, or being self-centered and just focusing on himself and not Terri. And also the talks of, okay, if you know you're not going to push this artist, why did you sign him? Why didn't you just focus on yourself? So what do you actually have to say about this?
Well, like people have people are what's the word now, are entitled to their opinions.
Opinions,
people like can say whatever they wish to say, but then looking at it, how WIZKID started from Banky days and everything, you could see that Banky like took his time to push WIZKID. He had Scales, he had WIZKID, he had a couple of other guys, I think Naira or something, and then he also was an artist and he was still like pushing himself and everything. But if you look at WIZKID the way he is, WIZKID is more of a one-man mopo person, I think, because at a point he announced that he signed Starboy Terri to
the label. This was like in 2018.
Yeah, he said, welcome Starboy Terri. Starboy ends. Tagged me on a video on Insta, December 2017. Now Starboy Gang.
Daddy, you got you. You're following him.
And everything. This was 2018. That's about 6 years ago for now. The whole signing when they met for the first time and everything. You could tell that okay, WIZKID was quite intentional. At that time it was already like big and everything, and then like it was time to support other guys, because the other guys that also came up with him, them Olamide, Davido and everything were already like signing artists. So like okay, I also have my own Starboy Entertainment, why not get people on board? And after that he also signed a couple of producers at some point, the likes of them Legendary Beats and the other brother, Legendary, and I can't remember the name of the other guys, but then a couple of 4 or 5 producers. And in a recent interview it was asked that okay, why did you sign producers as your second set instead of artists? And he said like, okay, you guys don't really understand this thing. Producers are the one that actually make these bangers happen, because if they do not produce the beats, produce the song and everything, how will you come voice on it? So it felt like producers are like the thing that he needs to sign. And because he for himself is one of like, he's more of doing music for himself. And then a lot of time people were clamoring for, okay, why has WIZKID not even collaborated with Starboy Terri, apart from Soccer happened, and like that was like the major viral song that had Terri to WIZKID on it.
Yeah, then he made the tweet.
I made the tweet.
They do go drop.
Roma go dance. That was before Made in Lagos dropped, and then we saw that Starboy Terri was actually on Made in Lagos. But then when the album dropped, a lot of people were clamoring, okay, to even further support Starboy Terri, to push him, why not do a video for Roma and everything, so that at least people can also get to know Starboy, know his part on the song, that okay, this boy is actually talented and all of that. Neither of that happened at those points, and Starboy has even gone ahead to release a couple of songs. Looking at how WIZKID also support the guys, a couple of times he's posted people's song on his story and everything. There was a particular time Starboy dropped Terri dropped one song, I can't remember the title. Is it Danger? It's certain, I think that time Daniel Rega already started his whole drama. He tweeted about it and everything. Okay, this was the time one person.
So what happened to Terri Starboy? I saw him recently. I almost shed tears. That guy is suffering. WIZKID met him for real.
Well, I don't know what happened, but then looking at how successful WIZKID is, and then looking at how successful WIZKID is and how people have always talked about, oh, WIZKID is big. Being affiliated to WIZKID, you're expected to be like if not as like big as WIZKID,
but
then
at
at
least he
least
should be
he
known.
should be there.
Yeah.
He should be known. Look at what
and
Olamide has
looking
done.
at the fact that he was actually the first artist that WIZKID is actually getting to sign.
Look at what Olamide has done with the likes of people that have even been with him before. Right from 2018, there was a certain Lil Kesh, there was Adekunle Gold, all those time. Even producers, there was Fuse, there was Young John. These guys like were known through Olamide and all of that. This is for one person that signed a couple of artists, not just one. But then Starboy was like the only person that Terri rather was like the only person WIZKID said officially like this is the artist that was signed to Starboy Entertainment. But nothing that like there's really not been one thing that we can say that Starboy Terri has achieved in particular, apart from songs that had collaborations with WIZKID and everything. Like it's like really saddening. And if I was Terri too, I would definitely be feeling bad because.
But do you think WIZKID has actually abandoned him?
I don't think it's a case of abandoning him. I think it's a case of the whole audio thing, because I feel that tweet WIZKID made was just for tweeting sake. I don't think there was really proper documentation of contracts, come and sign 2 years, come and sign 3 years. Because if you had signed all of those things, then you would have now requested that, okay, in my contract you said you're going to do so. Because all of these things are always in the contract. Maybe number of albums you are dropping, number of singles you're expected to drop in a year, so thing you're supposed to do. The label will do this for you. They'll push one video from your album or 5, like all of those things are always stated. So if you had signed a proper contract with the Starboy ends, then all of these things would have been there, and he could have said, okay, about fun, everything they happen, all of these things they did my contract, they run them and everything. So I feel that tweet was just for tweeting sake, was like not official thinking.
All right, so we're going to be running through some of the tweets that were made recently. So Daniel Rega, our chief priest on Twitter, came out to say Terry's new song "Life Is Okay," but he's not thriving, which is sad because with his talent, he should be at the same level with Fireboy, Rema, and others. Also, if WIZKID FC can learn to act mature by focusing on Terry instead of hating on Davido and other artists, he will soar, no shade.
Well, slightly to some extent, he has a point here, because we know that FC is like one of the biggest, if not the biggest fan base in Nigeria right now.
Okay.
And then if they come out to support Terry as much as they come out to support WIZKID, definitely the boy would have maybe would have been a higher level than he is right now. Maybe not up to the Fireboy's level and all that. But then, like he said, Starboy Terry is talented. The talent is there, no doubt. But then, what is being wrong? What are they doing wrong? Well, not all talents would actually become so big, because he's not the only talented artist that's been exposed to the world. But then nothing happened to him. So maybe it's just his own. I don't want to say his destiny, but then just maybe.
So this was when they actually shot soccer.
Well, like this was the soccer era. WIZKID and Starboy like were still like always together and all of that, and always posting and all.
All right. So this Twitter said WIZKID got bigger than Banky because Banky did his best for him. If them treat him as he do Terry, if for still the studio they hustle, your fave is a bad manager and boss.
Yeah, this was like recent, and then it got people uproar. People saying a lot of things. Well, not everybody that is big has the ability or tendency to be a good leader, a good manager. Because at times, you say they are even big, so you still need to be led, you still need to be managed. Not to now talk of you trying to manage another person. So, like, people should know that it is not everybody that is big or popular that has that ability or capacity to also lead or train or mend another person to become as big as they are. That is all I'll say to that.
All right, now, so this Twitter is saying the whole truth of the matter is that Wiz isn't doing enough to push Terry's career. Why Terry isn't also doing enough for himself to push his own career. So the blame swings both ways.
Exactly.
That's a simple citation of
like
fact.
I agree 100 with this person. WIZKID truthfully is not doing enough to push Terry, even if Terry is not officially signed. But then you are always saying Starboy. The boy is even saying Starboy Terry, like it's with Starboy and everything. Like he needed to be supported by WIZKID. He needs to be supported by WIZKID. But WIZKID posting his stuff. Like when he dropped those songs, WIZKID rarely posts on his story, or WIZKID rarely talks about them. Maybe after a week that his song has dropped, WIZKID now tweets about it. Like those are like not enough. Like when other guys drops and he likes it, he always posts on his story. He always vibe to them, make videos, even if he doesn't post. But then his Snapchat, he uses that to do a lot of vibing to songs. But all of these things, they really do not do for Starboy when it is, and for Terri when it is turn to drop songs. So this person is right about WIZKID not pushing him enough. And then for Terri also himself, he's also relying on, WIZKID this, WIZKID that, and everything. So he's not really thriving so much.
All right, so this Twitter user says WIZKID is a terrible CEO. His first signing, Terri Starboy, was a flop as a result of his own poor management and self-centeredness. He needs to learn from Olamide or Don Jazzy.
Yeah, like I said, it is not everybody that is big that can train or mend another person. So I really do not agree with this person. But then poor management, yes, in that regards. Probably WIZKID should have maybe had a manager or had another team that would like run Terry stuff, because he himself is still busy with his own stuff and all of that.
All right, so this is actually the new song that he dropped, and yes, WIZKID has not said anything about the song despite the whole dragging and pulling. So what do you think is the way forward?
I was even thinking that before this song drops, because he said it's come a new song and everything, and I feel that okay, before the song drops, WIZKID would have tweeted, oh, Starboy Terri is coming with another one. Danger. You guys support when it drops.
Yes, keep your fingers crossed.
You know, this is even if you don't have to, you don't maybe spend money, but these guys have big numbers. The likes of them, Olamide, Davido, Don Jazzy, when they are artists about to drop something, you know how well they do. They tweet about it, they post on their stories, they post about it, so that people, even their followers, are aware that Olamide's boy is set to drop something. But none of that happened, and then the song has dropped, and even till now, the moment of shooting this video, WIZKID hasn't said anything, no tweets, no post, no nothing about the song. I feel like he has abandoned the boy for good. And if you check Starboy himself, Terri himself has he has removed Starboy from his name. It's now Terri, and then is distro and all of that. Doesn't have.
But then you think there's a whole lot going on behind the scenes that we really
I don't think nothing's going on behind the scenes. Both of them are cool. He said in a couple of interviews that himself and WIZKID are very good. And WIZKID, early January, February, the beach hangout, he had Terri with him a couple of times, maybe about 2 or 3 times. Terri was with him, vibing with him and having fun with him. So there's really nothing happening behind the scene. They are not on bad terms.
But then, really chill. I was going to ask, now that WIZKID is going to drop a new album, what if surprisingly Terri appears on that album?
Terri was on Made in Lagos, so it's almost impossible to be on the next one.
No, you think so?
Yes.
All right, guys. Yes, we've come to the end of today's reaction on Gossip Reaction. You've heard all Ife has to say, and it feels like, okay, do you know what? Yes, maybe WIZKID has abandoned Terri, but then Terri is not doing enough to push himself and push his music, and he's saying, okay, you know what? If your boss is not doing anything, you yourself just try to do something for yourself. Let's see. The fact that you're even associated to WIZKID, maybe if you drop a song and you push,
always dry when you're not posting. There's nothing bro. Come on.
Let's take Black Bones for instance, man. When that guy wants to, when he wants to do PR, but I'm just saying. But every artist out there gets to push their songs. So Terri, if you're watching this video, please put more effort in pushing your song. And yes, maybe somehow.
Machala, FC,
yes,
FC,
so
that's
FC, everyone should be talking to FC, man. FC, you guys should really help this guy push his song. And yes, WIZKID, please, really need you to do something about Terri. All right, guys, tell us what you think about this.
To Starboy again now, so.
But then, is this guy? Yes, now. All right, guys. So yes, tell us what you think about it in the comment section, and as usual, we'll be there, responding to some of your comments, if not all. Don't forget to keep doing what you do for us here at Gusto. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. Do not forget to keep sharing the gospel of Gusto. I learned that from Andy anyways. All right, guys. See you guys on the next episode of Gusto Reaction on Gusto TV Africa. My name is Ima. Bye for now.
Arrivederci.